Okay, so right now, forgot about this one. While we cover some coffee ales, I had one that I really liked. This one I had before. It's covering Deep Ellum Brewery. They definitely have dabbled and expanded a lot. They definitely have a vodka or two now. I know they had one a couple years ago, so they're probably expanding from there. But as far as the coffee, they've been doing it for a while. This has a local coffee source. It does have lactose sugar, so lactose sugar comes from milk, obviously. But the point of that, it's not digestible by the yeast, so that it actually keeps the sweetness in the beer on purpose. So even when they brewed it, they set it up, they wanted some of the sweetness to stick, not just to go away. Because if you keep letting it sit, the yeast will eat all the sugar until it's gone and they die off. And then it don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful savory beer, but if that's not what you want, then you got to find a way to keep some in there, and lactose sugar solves the problem. So I have coffee based on a barley. I looked up the barley ones. They have chocolate barley in there, so it's gonna have coffee, sugar, brown ale, and a little chocolate goodness in the background based from the profile. Let's see how it looks. I did get on sale. I got one can. I already had it. I've enjoyed it. I want it again, but I saw a bunch of IPAs I will get into. So this is for your brown beer, brown ale, porter people, anything around there. If you don't like anything, because some stout people only do stouts. So for you, this would be maybe something like desserty, you know? Beautiful, clean brown ale coffee together, because you get that little booziness, the barley, and then the coffee part. Most times you have coffee in beer, it doesn't take much to give the flavor, so it's gonna seem a little watery, but the point is to allow you to have that beer come in, because the hops are in there to balance the sweetness, but this one has the lactose to give you sweetness. The hops will balance the brown ale out, and here's the coffee. All raw, yeah. Beautiful, nice smoky from the coffee. Then you get that sweet maltiness from the malt, and it's just enough to give it a balance of flavor. It's not enough to be like sugary or like, oh, that's like desserty. So for savory people, you don't have to worry. This is something you can enjoy and consider it dessert. I definitely would, but for me, this is more savory. I can enjoy a good amount of, I do have a sweet tooth, but this is very enjoyable and practical. Did you like it? Mm-hmm. And so it's just something to recommend. So there we go, Deep Ellum. It's called Oat Click Coffee. So yeah, that's the best comparison is dark chocolate, because you got the sweetness, but you have that very smoky deepness, the richness, but it's not super fatty. Even though the sugar lactose is in there, it's not overkilling it. So like Martin Houses, like all those ones, if you're not into sweets, be careful, because some of them are really good beers, but they really malt back them and get them loaded with sugar, and it's like, pow, just what? I just drank sugar cubes, like what the hell? It's up to you. Some people love them. That's great. I'm glad you love them. That's the whole point, having different beers, to have variety. But for this one, it's a solid one, savory, sweet. You get the little toasty chocolate concept, and it's not overwhelmingly sugary sweet. So Deep Ellum, thank you again. This is awesome. I got it to make sure to put a video up on it. I'll try and get as many coffee ones in, because that's more new, but it's blowing up. And you'll see in a minute, because I have another coffee thing to talk about. But for this one, Deep Ellum, they always make solid beers. Hopefully you enjoy this one and get your chance to give it a shot between December till now. So whatever's left on the shelf, that's it. Grab it. Don't think twice. Other than that, new stuff is coming, because spring is coming on its way. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe, add, check me out. Hopefully this is knowledgeable and put something to spark you to help you understand why you want this beer or why you don't. Other than that, do drink safe and have a good night.